I don't have any particular settings set. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's not great. So trailers can. Hello and welcome back to BeamNG.drive. Ladies and gentlemen, I am your host with the most, the Chronic Toast. So we're going to be taking a look at tanker delivery today. The description text says, deliver a tanker trailer with your Gavril T-78 to the garage on the other side of town. Now, the difficulty for this is medium. The authors are BeamNG. The creation date is August 4th, 2016, East Coast USA map, and the goals are tailing. Not really sure what that means, but we're going to get stuck on in and see what the shindig is with this and see if it's difficult or if it's just a lot of fun. Fingers crossed. All right, so we're loaded in for the tanker delivery scenario. Deliver a tanker trailer with your Gavril T-75 to the garage on the other side of town. And we can't really see anything. We're going to move the camera here. And yeah, we've got our vehicle here. That's pretty darn cool. And we got our tanker trailer over there. Looks like we're here at a gas station. We've either finished our job or we're about to go off and do something. Not really sure, but either way, we're going to press the start button here. And we're not going to kind of race on this particular clock. We're just going to kind of mosey around. And the vehicle's doing some good, fun stuff, so that's all right. Looks good. Oh, interesting. So we're going to try our hand here at backing into this. As we normally do, we're going to try to dive on into this as fast as we possibly can and try to get the job done. But at the end of the day right now, we're just going to take a look and see, how does this work? I've never coupled the trailer before. So I think we're doing all right. And is it already attached? Is that good? It is. It's already good to go, just like that, backing on in. And I can say with some confidence, this does feel fairly weighty. So that's pretty darn cool. I like it. I think that's going to be pretty darn sweet. So it looks like we're going to have ourselves a big pile of work cut out for us. 22 checkpoints here as we're getting out of the trees. This should be a lot of fun. So we're going to go back here and reset. And again, we're going to go here in third-person view, automatic camera mode. We're going to hammer in as fast as we possibly can, try to get this job completed in the shortest amount of time, and then we're going to dive on into first-person view, see if that makes it a little bit easier or not. And then after that, we'll see what we do from there. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, in 3, 2, 1, it's what we're here to watch. Let's dive on in. Bada bing, bada boom. Oh yeah, here we go. Hopping the wheels, trying to get this to work. And we don't want to wreck our front wheels at all. And of course, just like that, we are trying to get the truck to back up. It doesn't really want to. That's unfortunate. Oh gosh, we're already messing this up. I'm not really sure what we're hung up on. Maybe we need lockers in the back? Not really sure. Oh man, come on. We're on a time clock here. We're on a time clock and we're having, oh, we can't even back up. Oh my goodness, golly gee whiz. Yeah, I don't even know. I don't even know what's going on. Oh man. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we had ourselves a little bit of difficulty there. That didn't really work out so well. You can see that we lost a large amount of time, but we're hooked up, we're ready to go, and we're just going to kind of just send it. We're going to see what we can do to make this work. The camera here is a little bit wonky, so it's going to be here in the trees, which is probably going to make it a bit difficult. But we just need to get this gone. We need to make this count. We need to get down this road as fast as we can. You can see the orange gates up there going high into the sky. We have to get this particular tanker and this vehicle all the way to our destination, which is a garage across town. Now we're going to be moving the camera around just because this is not suitable very well for third-person view, especially here in this forested area. But we're going to give it a good shot. And we're slowly going through the gears, gaining some speed. I don't have any particular settings set. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's not great. So trailers can roll. That's a thing to keep in mind. And we're jackknifed. Now it's worth noting that this particular vehicle does seem to, well, get some tires deflated easily and really don't have a lot of traction. So we're going to dive back in here. We had cut out previously about 25 seconds of trying to back up the trailer. It didn't go well, and needless to say, we went too fast around that corner anyway. So we're going to try it again. We're going to try to get a different tactic here to backing up. Rather than going down near the road, we're going to kind of stay up here a little bit on the right-hand side and try to stay where it's a bit more level. without really kind of crashing into these trees if we can. And we'll try to make this work. Nope, that didn't work at all. So that's also a bad idea. We do have to make sure that we have this completely backed and straight. For those of you that have seen my American Truck Simulator and Euro Truck 2 Simulator videos, you can definitely get the sense that, yeah, I'm really, really failing here pretty hardcore, and we really got to do better. But just easy does it. Easy does it. There it is. We're hooked up. We're good to go. We're ready to rock and roll. We've got the trailer all attached. And now we just need to not go too fast around some of these corners, and we should be okay. Now, it's really cool to see the physics at play here, especially for this trailer, because once it starts to go, it'll pull the whole truck over. And then we try to hit the brakes, and with only 1 or 2 wheels on the ground, it really did a good number on us and pivoted us around. So the physics feel good. The weightiness here on this trailer feels correct. Now, we are just gunning it. We are trying to get through all these checkpoints as fast as possible this time around. We've already had a few mistakes, a few embarrassing moments. Hopefully you've stuck with us. If not, well, hopefully you can try this scenario out for yourself. Now, we went a little bit too fast around this corner here because we found out that we had to turn a little bit too sharp, and we made it through there. So we are now the furthest we've ever been on this particular scenario, on this particular map, with this vehicle and trailer combo. And you can see the sign up there for a left-hand turn. Not really sure how tight of a turn it is. It looks like it does get tighter. So we do want to slow down a little bit here. And the trailer is actually pushing our truck a little bit. So that's not too surprising. That makes sense, especially with a fully loaded trailer. And you just have to keep that in mind. We have to work on that. That should be good to go. Here we go through the bridge. I think there's a left-hand corner coming out of this. There it is. We've raced down the other direction from here. It looks like they have put a guardrail in there, which is a nice change of pace. That didn't used to be there, and it used to get cars caught up pretty badly. So there we are, checkpoint 9 coming up on checkpoint 10. And looks like we're going to the left-hand side here. Thankfully, we don't have to check for any traffic because we know we're the only ones here on this map. Otherwise, this would be a bear of a trailer to start and stop every single time. We would be burning a lot of diesel fuel trying to get this up a hill. And right now, we're already losing speed. And this is where a manual transmission would probably come in a little bit more handy. You could more appropriately and intelligently select your gearing as you needed, and it worked out rather well. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We're climbing up here. We're back up to 20. Getting into that 5th gear, trying to make this work. Climbing. We're halfway through our checkpoints, coming up here on checkpoint 12 out of 22. We're now officially in the second half. Here we go. We know we have a right-hand turn. We got to slow down a little bit after we finally got all that speed built up. Got to watch this outside there. We do not want to clip any of those trees. We do not want the trailer pushing us over into the debris so we jackknife. That would not be a lot of fantastic news. That would definitely not be. So we're right here, almost coming up on 3 minutes in, and we're 3/4 of the way through these checkpoints. So it's something to keep in mind. It's something to work through, and we're doing all right. Basically, just hammer it on down, pedal to the metal, and trying to find the most appropriate gears. 35 miles an hour. Oh boy, talk about slow. But here we go, checkpoint 15 out of 22. We're coming up on checkpoint 16. Here we go. One step away, there it is, and we've got that checkpoint. We got to slow down here for this corner just a little bit. There we go, feather it, and there we go, driving on in. We're now entering the town, checkpoint 17 out of 22, coming into checkpoint 18. We're there, we're almost through this whole scenario. I love it so much. This has been a blast, and I can't wait to try this in first-person view, see if we can do a little bit better. We're probably going to catch the trailer on some stuff. Got to slow down a little bit here. We don't want to. Oh, the trailer's getting a little wobbly. There we go. And yep. And we gotta go to the right. Oh, that's gonna be interesting. Okay, there we go. And we're not clipping any of the poles. And oh, this is gonna be tight. We did not do a good job of this. We got the trailer clear. We're okay. There's the finish line. And ladies and gentlemen, here we go. 21 out of 22. Can we get the job done? We're just over 4 minutes in. And with that, there we go. We made it. Making that sharp hand corner and down into the woods. 4 minutes and 6.36 seconds. Not too bad. That is pretty darn awesome. Now, this was not a crazy technical one, but we do have to be aware of trailer length, the ability of weight. There's a lot of cool physics involved here. Just kind of wrap your head around that you really need to understand, at least intuitively, just by driving this a few times and getting a feel for where it tips over, where it doesn't work out so well. And when we do that, we have a chance to be pretty darn fast, which is pretty darn cool. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, we are here. We're in first person. Let's rock and roll. Um, this is going to be interesting. I don't think I've ever backed up a truck, at least in BeamNG.drive here, in first person. Now, if we had mirrors that worked, it wouldn't be so bad, but we don't. We don't have mirrors that work at all. Thankfully, we have a rear view mirror. That's hard to say really quick. And so that should be all right. You can see the blue hitch and the trailer there hook on up, and we're good to go. There it is. We are attached. Let's make history here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see if we can't actually complete this in first person view. Now, some individuals will say if we actually went through and did manual transmission, especially in some of those higher hill climb areas, we'd probably get a better time. And I think they would absolutely be right. That being said, there are a lot of gears here. And so if you do have a pedal and clutch setup, this would probably be a little bit easier and honestly a little bit more fulfilling. So keep that in mind. So far, I feel like I've got a better sense for the vehicle and the truck right now, just because our camera isn't trying to go through all the trees. Now, we do know we need to slow down here a little bit because it tightens on down, and we do not want to roll the trailer. And really, the road camber there really wants to kind of throw the right side wheels on that trailer, kind of up and over, which does not help us out at all. These roads here really aren't banked very well. Now, more modern roads would definitely bank their turns over a little bit more, but definitely here, this is more indicative of country-style roads, at least a lot of rural areas of the country, and so it makes sense. You know, this is absolutely something that I've seen numerous times, especially around the places that I've lived and stuff like that. So I'm not too surprised at all. You just got to be cognizant of where you're going and just be careful, and you should be all right. Now, it's hard to feel the weight of the trailer. When you're in third person view, you can really see the trailer kind of shifting around and feel it moving. Here on the truck cab, we're at the very, very end of that torsion bar, that moment arm, as it were, to use a physics term. And what that means is by the time we feel the cab kind of start to lift up a wheel and roll to the left or roll to the right, that trailer is probably already 50 to 60 degrees already rotated. There's not much that we can do at that point. Maybe cut the wheel hard to the left or hard to the right to try to get the truck kind of react, but then you run the risk of it completely overcompensating. And yeah, you can see the drive shaft down there getting one of the drive wheels. This is pretty darn cool. I like this a lot. This reminds me a lot of the truck simulator games that are out there by SCS Soft, which is pretty darn cool. So now we're going to slow down a little bit here. We do not want to roll this trailer, and we do want to go wide. So we are making it work. You know, we're doing some good stuff here. We're making some progress. Now, I think we'll be a little bit faster just because we know the track, the course a little bit better. We know what's ahead of us. We kind of know where we wrecked earlier on. But more than that, you can just see a lot better here in the first person view. You're not fighting the camera in the trees. We've mentioned it before a few times, but I think it's pretty cool. I think this is awesome. I love the dashboard here. You can definitely see that there's fuel, there's temperature, a lot of stuff like that, which is always a lot of fun. Really, really enjoy that. And as always, I really enjoy BeamNG.drive. These scenarios are always interesting. They're either a technical challenge, or they're a physics challenge, or really it's a limitation challenge. And what I mean by that is you really have to learn the limitations of the vehicles, the scenario, what you're trying to do, what you're trying to accomplish. Or simply put, it's a driving challenge. Do you have the skill to keep this vehicle on the road or to chase down another vehicle that you're going after? Or potentially try to outrun another vehicle that's trying to, put your vehicle out of commission. So it's always really, really cool to see how these scenarios come together and really kind of see what they decide to do. And I gotta be honest, I really enjoy this stuff. I enjoyed these scenarios when they first came out and I first got a chance to try them out. I also really enjoy these scenarios as I'm playing them here again, I just love it. I love it. And some of these scenarios, they haven't held up to the test of time, and as a result, BeamNG.drive, they've pulled them out of the game. Every new scenario they bring in is always, always a lot of fun. So here we go. We've made it 4 minutes and 10.176 seconds. I don't recall if that's faster or not. I feel like it probably is a little bit, but there you go. There you have it. We're going to go to free roam and basically get up here to this third-person camera and see if it's even possible to make this corner. I don't think it is, so we're going to take the dirt road down here, see where this leads. Hopefully we don't get stuck. There we go. Pretty sure this is not what they intended us to do. Oh, well, there is a park bench there. That definitely hurt. That was not that great. So we're going to stay on the right-hand side as much as possible. And, well. Oh, there's one in front of us as well as behind us. Well, that's not great. That's not great at all. Maybe we can get lucky and get around it. I don't know. But ladies and gents, thank you everyone for stopping on by and checking this out. We're just going to drive over the park bench. It's fine. I'm sure it's all fine. It's been a blast. It's been a pleasure. I really, really enjoy you stopping by, and hopefully you had a lot of fun watching this stuff. Hopefully this is helping your week, in your weekend, be a little bit better. Watching us kind of fail through our way towards victory on some of these scenarios. And if you really like this content, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you really want to support the channel. And yeah, we'll just kind of see how this goes. We're gonna try to get this truck up to speed and generally a right line. I'm pretty sure a lot of this on the front of this vehicle is smashed up pretty darn good. It's not handling that great. But again, if you want to see more content like this, or if you have a particular vehicle that you'd like to see me race or use, if you have a scenario you'd like to see me tackle that I haven't already, please post it in the comment section down below. And yeah, have a lot of fun. Have a lot of a blast with the games and stuff that you're doing. And as always, I'll see you next time.